Here in town, a lot of eyebrows were raised last night. Frank Seravalli was on intermission and said the Flames aren't just kicking tires on the center market. They'd like to add after this 4-0 start that has everyone very excited about this team. No expectations, great start, tip of the cap to the club that's played well. But how seriously are they actually going to think about parting with assets to get another center behind 35-year-old back, 34-year-old Kadri, and Pospisil's first year ever playing center?
Well, that's going to be the tricky part. And at what time are we talking here? Sooner rather than later? And who's available? Like, which center is going to pop free into the market at this stage or in the next 25 games? That's the tricky part. And, is there an appetite for it? Sure. I mean, why not? When you look at the middle of the ice, I mean, I said going into the season that I was convinced, mostly by people around the Calgary Flames, that this forward group was going to be better than what it was being given credit for going into training camp, going into the regular season. And I think for the most part that holds true. But the area of center ice is an area that they did flag as an area that they wanted to improve. But there wouldn't be too many teams in the league outside to a handful that are deep up the middle in 1, 2, 3 that aren't looking for, at worst, an upgrade at number 3 center. I look in Winnipeg. Look at Nemestikov is Winnipeg's number 2 center, right? I mean, the Winnipeg Jets are looking for, or will be looking for, a center. So it's all relative. I think Frank is right. The timeline is going to be the tricky part for Conroy.
What are your thoughts, Rhett, when you hear Flames actively seeking the center? Like, I get big picture.
Well, it has to fit what they're trying to do, right? Like, I don't think they're going to go add a maybe
30-year-old.
Yeah, like if he's on a 1-year deal. I mean, I haven't even thought about it, but it's so early on in 4 games, and I like how they're playing. And even my first comments with Dregs were about Nashville and how they gelled.
Chemistry, yeah.
Don't F with it. If it's going to work out, it'll work. Like, going and adding another player doesn't mean you're going to be better. Yeah. It just doesn't.
Yeah. So, and it can't come at the cost of futures either. Right? I mean, Calgary is in that delicate place. I mean, Connie keeps trying to convince anyone who asks, mostly media people, that they're not continuing to renovate and tear down. They've done the heavy lifting. And okay, well, if we're to believe them, there's no reason not to. Then there has to be that delicate balance of being patient and developing of some of your younger assets. Well, going out because you've got a terrific start and blowing out top draft picks or developing prospects for a center that is in the 2 or the 3 hole, not so sure that's wise management.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long-form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.